Hi students, welcome to Narayana Virtual Classes. This is Venkat. Today we had to go to discuss about one more assignment. The topic is electric current. This is assignment 14. Here mainly 5 questions are there. Let's go to discuss question number 1. See the question here. Can you guess the reason why the ratio of V and I in case of LED is not constant? You know very well LED bulb is one of the non-ohmic materials. Means that in LED bulb that potential difference V value is constant, but the resistance of the LED bulb gradually it changes. Means the resistance does not change, does not constant. That is why here you should take any V by I values is variable. And also that resistance is not constant, is changes. So that is why especially in LED bulbs here potential difference is a variable is constant and the resistance is changes continuously. That is why the V by I values are variable and also the resistance is not constant. That is the answer for question number 1. See here next question. Yeah. See the question here, what are ohmic materials? Give an example. So what are the ohmic materials? So ohmic materials is defined as the materials which follows, which obeys that Ohm's law. You know very well what is the Ohm's law here? Ohm's law is nothing but V by I means potential difference by current is constant. Means that the materials which obeys the Ohm's law, that materials are known as ohmic materials. The example for ohmic materials are metals. Almost all the metals follows Ohm's law. What is the Ohm's law here? V by I values is constant. That is the answer for question number 2. See next question number 3 here. Write limitations of Ohm's law. The first limitation of Ohm's law is especially the gaseous conductors does not applicable for this Ohm's law. Means that gaseous conductor does not follow this Ohm's law. That is the first limitation of Ohm's law. What is the first limitation here? The first one is the gaseous conductors. So does not follow this Ohm's law. And second one is especially semiconductors. Even the semiconductors also does not obey this Ohm's law. Especially in the semiconductors, especially silicon and germanium. These two metals, especially in semiconductors and gaseous conductors, the two conductor does not follow the Ohm's law. These two are the limitations of Ohm's law. Next see here question number 4. See the question here, give any 4 applications of Ohm's law in daily life. You know very well what is Ohm's law here? Ohm's law is nothing but the potential difference is directly proportional to current at constant temperature and also the V by I values are constant. See what are the applications of Ohm's law in daily life. See first one here, power supply to heaters. What is the first application here? Power supply to heaters. You know very well what are the heaters. And second one is selection of fuses. So what fuse you are needed, you have to how to select that fuses by using of this Ohm's law only. And third one, design of electronic devices. So any electronic devices, how to select that design that electronic devices by using of Ohm's law. And sizing of resistors in electronics. And last one is speed control of fans. The speed control of fans also one of the applications for Ohm's law. So these are all the Ohm's law applications. What are the applications here? Power supply to heaters and selection of fuses, design of electronic devices, sizing of resistors in the electronics, speed control of fans. So these 5 are the applications of Ohm's law in daily life. See here next question, 5th one, that is activity. Explain with an activity to show that the ratio of V by I is a constant for a conductor. So, in this activity, first of all you have to take that what is the aim here. The aim is to show the V by I values in a conductor is constant, that is Ohm's law. We have to prove the Ohm's law. Here what are the materials are required? So, the materials are required here. Take 5 dry cells, each dry cell is potential difference is 1.5 volts, and take an ammeter and voltmeter, and take a connecting wires, and take a iron spoke, thin iron spoke, the length is 10 centimeter, and take a plug key. Now, this is the materials are required. Now, what is the procedure here? The procedure is, first you have to connect this all the terminals like that. First you have to connect the battery, from battery to you have to connect that voltmeter, from voltmeter end you have to connect that plug key. Middle of this two ends you have to keep in that iron spoke. After plug key you have to connect that ammeter. So, like that all this you have to connect the series connection except voltmeter. Voltmeter should connect with parallel connection. After connection, now we have to check ammeter and voltmeter values. First of all, you have to draw one table here. So, this is the table, serial number. So, this is serial number and potential difference, current, and this is V by I values. Now, check first, you have to keep one battery and check V and I values and find it here V by I values. And second time you have to increase the number of cells. Take the 2 cells and check voltmeter value and ammeter value and write that values in table, and you have to calculate V by I values. And same way you have to take 3 cells and check voltmeter and ammeter values and find it V by I values. After complete this table, now we have to take that one graph. So, in the graph you have to take, in x axis you take the current and y axis you take voltmeter, means potential difference values, and draw the graph. Your graph is coming in the straight line. So, here graph indicates that is the gives the resistance of a conductor. Finally, you have to check that graph, the graph is look like straight line like this. So, how is that? V and I values you have to take and draw the graph is coming straight line. So, why the graph is coming straight line? You know very well, according to Ohm's law, the V by I values are constant, means here the V by I values always constant. Why? Because here we taken that conductor is iron spoke. Iron spoke is a metal. The metals always follows the Ohm's law. What is the Ohm's law here? V by I values is constant. Finally, you have to prove this due to this activity. Finally, you have to prove that metal follows the Ohm's law. Finally, the Ohm's law is proved. This is the activity of Ohm's law. I hope you understand today 5 questions. Next time we will meet one more assignment. Thank you.